has been honored to cover Los Toros football, but their work between the whistles only tells half the story. Beyond the game, Los Toros is building stronger communities here at home and around the world. Together with the Luke Messick football charities, Los Toros proudly supports the All Orphans Football Foundation in Libourne, Accra, Ghana, providing football equipment, clothing, meals, medical care, and hope for more than 100 children. Because every child deserves the opportunity to play, to grow, and to dream. Joseph Luke Messick, age 22, died unexpectedly on Monday, May 17th, 2021, while traveling to play the game he loved. When Luke played, he left everything on the field. He loved the game, he loved people, and he cared for others. When he heard that a team of orphans in Ghana had no supplies, he organized drives to provide equipment and supplies. Luke knew the joy of helping others, and he gave full out, sometimes when no one was watching, sometimes when he could encourage others to be part of the mission. The same spirit of service continues here in Northern Virginia through year-round community outreach. Together, we can continue creating opportunities through the beautiful game. To learn more about these initiatives, visit the link in this broadcast description. Thank you for helping to make a difference, and enjoy the broadcast. DMV Sports Media has been honored to cover Los Toros football, but their work between the whistles only tells half the story. Beyond the game, Los Toros is building stronger communities here at home and around the world. Together with the Luke Messick football charities, Los Toros proudly supports the All Orphans Football Foundation in Libourne, Accra, Ghana, providing football equipment, clothing, meals, medical care, and hope for more than 100 children. Because every child deserves the opportunity to play, to grow, and to dream. Joseph Luke Messick, age 22, died unexpectedly on Monday, May 17th, 2021, while traveling to play the game he loved. When Luke played, he left everything on the field. He loved the game, he loved people, and he cared for others. When he heard that a team of orphans in Ghana had no supplies, he organized drives to provide equipment and supplies. Luke knew the joy of helping others, and he gave full out, sometimes when no one was watching, sometimes when he could encourage others to be part of the mission. The same spirit of service continues here in Northern Virginia through year-round community outreach. Together, we can continue creating opportunities through the beautiful game. To learn more about these initiatives, visit the link in this broadcast description. Thank you for helping to make a difference, and enjoy the broadcast. DMV Sports Media has been honored to cover Los Toros football, but their work between the whistles only tells half the story. Beyond the game, Los Toros is building stronger communities here at home and around the world. Together with the Luke Messick football charities, Los Toros proudly supports the All Orphans Football Foundation in Libourne, Accra, Ghana, providing football equipment, clothing, meals, medical care, and hope for more than 100 children. Because every child deserves the opportunity to play, to grow, and to dream. Joseph Luke Messick, age 22, died unexpectedly on Monday, May 17th, 2021, while traveling to play the game he loved. When Luke played, he left everything on the field. He loved the game, he loved people, and he cared for others. When he heard that a team of orphans in Ghana had no supplies, he organized drives to provide equipment and supplies. Luke knew the joy of helping others, and he gave full out, sometimes when no one was watching, sometimes when he could encourage others to be part of the mission. The same spirit of service continues here in Northern Virginia through year-round community outreach. Together, we can continue creating opportunities through the beautiful game. To learn more about these initiatives, visit the link in this broadcast description. Thank you for helping to make a difference, and enjoy the broadcast. DMV Sports Media has been honored to cover Los Toros football, but their work between the whistles only tells half the story. Beyond the game, Los Toros is building stronger communities here at home and around the world. Together with the Luke Messick football charities, Los Toros proudly supports the All Orphans Football Foundation in Libourne, Accra, Ghana, providing football equipment, clothing, meals, medical care, and hope for more than 100 children. Because every child deserves the opportunity to play, to grow, and to dream. Joseph Luke Messick, age 22, died unexpectedly on Monday, May 17th, 2021, while traveling to play the game he loved. When Luke played, he left everything on the field. He loved the game, he loved people, and he cared for others. When he heard that a team of orphans in Ghana had no supplies, he organized drives to provide equipment and supplies. Luke knew the joy of helping others, and he gave full out, sometimes when no one was watching, sometimes when he could encourage others to be part of the mission. The same spirit of service continues here in Northern Virginia through year-round community outreach. Together, we can continue creating opportunities through the beautiful game. To learn more about these initiatives, visit the link in this broadcast description. Thank you for helping to make a difference, and enjoy the broadcast. DMV Sports Media has been honored to cover Los Toros football, but their work between the
Oh my, what a goal! He's won it here, centered up, and Delgado makes it 2! Dream start for Bethesda.
Lone defender as it stands. Ball played in. What a goal! An overhead kick!
DMV Sports Media was built to give clubs, players, leagues, and communities the professional coverage they deserve.
And we are with you live here on DMV Sports Media for all the action.
What started in the DMV has become a platform.
Oh, there's the effort. Golazo! There it is!
For exposure, storytelling, sponsorship, and growth.
So what a save from Bill Hamid, making himself huge.
Now, DMV Sports Media is evolving into Southeast Media Inc., bringing the same standard to new clubs, leagues, tournaments, and events across the Southeast.
And have won the title of the UPSL DMV North Conference.
From full match broadcasts and live commentary to sponsor integration, highlights, and professional production support. Our goal remains the same: make every match feel bigger. To the clubs, leagues, tournaments, showcases, and event organizers across the Southeast, we're ready to work with you.
Thistle fires! Oh my, what a goal!
Well, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to another live stream here on DMV Sports Media. This is a summer Copa group stage match. Oranje FC of the Dcpl traveling out here to Langley High School to face Futbolist FC. This is a match that will help to produce a group stage contender, or rather one of the two that will advance on to the semifinals. Futbolist FC playing in their first match. Oranje coming off a disappointing loss to Chaskias FC. They will look back to get back to their winning ways, but kind of an unknown entity here in the Futbolist FC. They've certainly got some big names on the roster, but have been untested in league play, so certainly a match to watch out for. As always, I'm Noah Walker here with DMV Sports Media live on YouTube. So excited to have you with us. If it wouldn't be too much to ask, hit the like button to boost us in the algorithm and get these players and teams the exposure they deserve. And, of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We'll have exclusive coverage all across the Summer Copa. Big thanks to Los Toros Community Projects for providing the support and allowing this broadcast to take place. More about them in the halftime message and ways for you to get involved in the community projects. Futbolist will play left to right for this first half, wearing their dark navy blue kits and black bottoms. And, of course, Oranje will wear their traditional orange kit, playing right to left. And it looks like Futbolist will start on the ball for today. And we are underway here. Futbolist taking the opening kickoff. He'll send it over to the near side and get their touches. This is sent back by Sarafui and across. Oranje, light numbers today. They are going to hold deep in their own area, shaping this one out wide. This is Sarafui again on the ball. Now Bedoya switching the point of attack to his colleague in the middle. And now Futbolist will try to work their way through the midfield. And Eggleston with the challenge, and now it's Orange's turn to march their way upfield. Eggleston bobbing and weaving through traffic. It looks like he's found some space opened up here. That's a costly turnover. Mike Feeney lost it and unable to win it back. Eggleston was trying to intervene. Here comes a good chance early on for Futbolist FC, and this one sails up and over. Here's a look back on the replay. Second angle. Good run down the line. We don't have a number 17, so unfortunately unable to advise who that is, but it will be a goal kick for Oranje and company. John Canning taking the honors in goal today. He'll send this into the midfield. Kind of a low-line drive, but it takes a fortunate bounce for Oranje. Immediately pressured by Jeremy Colvin on that far touchline, and now Futbolist will have a throw. Two matches taking place on the Summer Copa here on DMV Sports Media. Los Toros taking on Chasquis over at Quantum Field with Donovan Wallace on the camera and Tyler Lochte of the Big Ten Network on the call. Feel free to switch back and forth between the two matches. And this is going to be sent all the way across. Big ball over the top. This time Oranje have bodies back to cover. Gallagher pushes it back. There's Sarafui. Big ball across. Perling got a good piece to it, but now Oranje looking to find their way out. Colvin not the touch that he envisioned. And now sent right back over by Bedoya. Alrag down the line. This is Maleligan. Mudawi Maleligan didn't have a whole lot of options. He went with the drop pass, but well jumped by Eggleston. Colvin able to send it to the outside. Perling under duress has to concede possession and a throw now for Futbolist FC. On the way back to Levi Maleligan, who will switch the point of attack. A lot of open space here for Bedoya, who will keep it moving in kind. Therefore, looking for a potential give and go, but Futbolist will show patience with this attack. All the Oranje bodies back. Here's Maleligan out wide. Serafui, he's sent it across. Oh, a great chance, but a chance not taken, and it will be, I believe, an offside. Either way, it's going to be the same result, a set piece right around the goal kick mark. Here's a second look at the angle on the replay. Just look how close Futbolist came, although I do believe it would have been offside. Johannes McKebb, the almost recipient. And it's sent up by Canning. Didn't get underneath of that as he would have liked. And will atone with a good collection at the outside of his 18. Here comes Fall looking over the top. Colvin is there. Colvin will provide the outlet for Oranje, who, if things as they've been or any indication of things to come, will be certainly asked to do a lot of running. Colvin with the pressure, but it's into the safe hands of Ilias. Ben Jaloui. Maleligan to Maleligan, Levi to Nebu, and now Futbolists will try a big ball over the top. It's well risen in the middle from Stone. And here's an attack. Futbolist, they've got bodies. We'll try one from deep. Ricochet's back. Well sent all the way across. Jelani Pieters. Helpful in allowing Oranje to withstand the pressure. Now Canning under some duress. He'll keep it on the ground. And it's a little too spicy for Gallagher to handle. Now Futbolists, they have bodies committed forward. Can they act quickly? Louis, a little bit low. Didn't get enough juice behind that one. And Canning happy to collect. Jelani Pieters to Eggleston, who has blue shirts bracketing him. Now Fall. Good connection down the line. The second act not quite as impressive, but it is kept. And the space closing up very quickly for Oranje. They've been up against it for a good portion of this first half. Can they find a counterattack? Really, that looks like their best space, best opportunity. There is a lot of space behind this Futbolist back line. Safraoui into his back line, and Levi Maleligan will slow down the attack. Let's pop straight up. Eggleston using his height to find Feeney. And here comes Oranje. Pieters, lovely turn in that midfield. He's got Eggleston, and now the space is found on the wide area. This is pressured by Perling. Just enough from Maleligan to find Ilias in net. But you see how this game might be. A lot of pressure, a lot of possession for Futbolists, but Oranje, if they can capitalize on a mistake or a counterattack, they are just as deadly. Usually a team that likes to see a lot of possession. I don't know if they're going to be able to enjoy that just as much today. A lot of pressure from Futbolists. Although, as far as benches go, Futbolists much deeper. Oranje will love to keep possession when they can. That's a massive step in the back from Stone. Now down the line. Perling. His ball's cut out. Finally, Henry Mitrop able to find a clearance and possession. Futbolists have preferred to go down this right side. It's another vertical ball, but Omar Fall too tall and too well positioned. Good ball. This time Levi Mulligan is called to make the intervention, and he does so to great effect. Foul against Ruben Harper and Oranje. We'll have a set piece for Futbolist on that far side. This time welcome, Random Aussie and Madeline Chapman. Random Aussie tuned in all the way from Sydney, Australia. Madeline tuned in all the way from South Georgia, our two most loyal fans here on DMV Sports Media. And to everyone else watching, thanks for tuning in. Make sure to share the link, hit the like button. Let's see how many eyes we can get on this game. Mulligan dropping really deep to help win the numbers battle in the midfield here. And he will find his brother, Levi Mulligan. Omar Fall once again there to contribute. And there is a late challenge from Colvin. No card, but an address from our center official. Colvin pleads his case, as does Henry Mithrop, who believes there was a little bit more in this, but no card, but a foul given. Probably the right call here early. It's an early ball across the 18. No recipients on the backside. Perling is there. And now Oranje will look to find a way out. Gallagher has the width, not the pass that he would have liked, and it's right back into the feet of Futbolist. Plenty of time for Mulligan. Although his pass well read by Eggleston. Eggleston got the ball, but he had to go through the man to get it. This is a set piece in a really dangerous area. And a chance for Futbolist to find the first here in the 12th minute. We'll see who stands over top. It's like Mulligan and another teammate are the most likely candidates. Oranje do have some big bodies. That works their advantage, but this is a dangerous set piece. About 28 yards from goal, central area. Perfect opportunity to get it up and over the wall. Nebu Mulligan will leave. Here's the strike. And it's just wide of frame, but an uncomfortable moment yet again for Oranje, who will sigh a huge breath of relief. Goal kick is the only end verdict. It's a second look, just how close Futbolist came. Perfectly up over the wall. Goalkeeper Canning planted to the spot. And we are back underway. Ball sent over to Perlis on the far side. Perlis will look for the early ball. Colvin was there, but so too was Levi Mulligan. Up, paused for a moment, thought there might be a foul, kept going. Good strength from Colvin. Jeremy Colvin, a huge match in that DCPL finals. Oranje champions in back-to-back seasons in the DCPL Division 1. This team coming off a big season in Dcpl, but had a disappointing start against fellow Dcpl-lites, Chaskis FC, in their first summer contests. They are a team that sometimes struggles to get started, so you'd think today would be a point of emphasis if they want to keep their tournament hopes alive. We thought back to Mulligan. Now out to the far side. Welcome, AP11, all the way from Minnesota. Love to see it. Welcome. We got all corners represented. Here's an early ball. Meathop into Mulligan, now down the line. It's an early ball and an easy collection for Canning. The cross came in from Suleiman. There's a big ball over the top. Colvin gets a touch, able to take it out wide. Lovely turn. Colvin now by himself, waiting for support, and he'll get that support from Feeney. Eggleston now over to Gallagher. As we spoke earlier, Oranje will relish this possession. That's well handled from Eggleston. Spicy ball, but still in Oranje possession. This is Daniel Perlis, who will likely come back to get out of the pressure. Eggleston over to Perlis. It's dispossessed by the Mulligan brothers, and Gallagher will prevent any kind of breakout. A fall. Did well to find that narrow pass. Oranje have crossed the midline. It's once again sent back to fall. Feeney is an important part of this midfield and once again helps his team switch it over to the near side. Peters now down the line. Excuse me, that was Fall who sent it down the line. Fall once again there to intervene. Now Oranje will find their shape. A nervy square ball from Eggleston, and Feeney does enough. Final touch came off Futbolists, and we'll see a throw out on that far side. Ruben Harper applying himself to great effect on that far wing, helping Colvin to open up opportunities. And that is going to be another foul. Sorry. Didn't quite get that. And it will be a set piece for Oranje. Colvin, the recipient, Futbolist back on their heels. And we're going to have an opportunity now for Oranje to find a service. This one from a wide area. I wouldn't expect Feeney to be shooting on goal, but does have some big bodies in there. Watch out for Colvin at the backside. Peters in the middle, and Eggleston hugging the top of the 18, most likely candidates. It's a great service across. It's a beautiful save by Ilias. The offside flag goes, but he wouldn't have known. Ilias Benjalou. Point blank save to deny Colvin. And honestly, I'm not sure if that had traveled over the end line or if it was an offside. Same result in either case. Good turn from Mulligan, who seems to be getting deeper and deeper. It's down the line. And Futbolist operating through the midfield with ease. Great pass from Meathop. Giannis dropping. Now it's a big ball, way too direct, and Benjalou will collect and immediately put this one back into play. Oranje content to just catch their breath, send bodies back, and pack it in. So throw for Oranje. Just 10 men for Oranje. So really kicking themselves in the foot before whistle even starts. They not only don't have subs, but they're playing as if they had a red card. So you can expect them to play very conservatively defensively. I think possession becomes all that much more valuable. That's a big step from Jelani Peters. Plenty of time on that far side. Big step from Harper. We thought we'll send it out wide, and now Futbolists with the direct ball down the line. Big intervention from Stone. Eggleston got the second. Third ball still up for contention. Beautiful touch from Colvin. But once again, Maleligan able to bend but not break. Final touch, able to find his goalkeeper, Ilias, in the back. This is going to be a drop ball for Futbolists. Service did strike the center official. And we're back underway. Here comes the pressure from Oranje. The service. A heat-seeking missile that found its mark. Top of the 18, big challenge. Now down the line, can it be sent? It's kept alive. And Oranje now will play all the way from their own end line. Here is Feeney. Final touch did come off Feeney. And now a throw for Matthew Paul and Futbolist. Nice little turn. Colvin looking to thread the needle, but never enough space to work into. Yeah, Randomosi, it seems some teams do struggle to get players here in the States. A lot of guys go on holiday. And I think that's probably the reason. But some of these DC teams struggle to get them outside of the district. I'll talk more on that in a minute. There's Nabit. Back to Maleligan. Maleligan thought about the audacious, couldn't round his man. Now into the middle. And there's a clean challenge. What a save from Canning. And that was almost a big break for Futbolist. Quick counterattack, a stinging shot. Canning down to make the kick save in the nick of time. And wow, up in the other game, Los Toros have fallen. Chaskis up 1-0 in the early stages. Maleligan looking for Nabit. And Lili Maleligan will bring it right back. Deep strike from Sefraoui. Canning will take the opportunity to bring some more time off the clock here in the 24th minute. Still a scoreless affair in this DMV Summer Copa group stage match. Eggleston, good patience, good vision to get his way out of that. Here's Daniel Perlis down the line. Slaloming and finding Harper. Harper now going to work. Can he find Perlis? Well, it looks like Perlis would have been offside in any case. About as good as an outcome as Oranje could have hoped for. Jelani Peters rounding his man. Colvin somehow able to find Perlis. Perlis still going. Perlis, quick feet. Now it's Eggleston down the line. Peters will serve it. And now Nabit. He's got speed. Can he shield this ball from Oranje players? Look at the ingenuity from Nabit. Adam Nabit still going down this line. He's got one in front, but Eggleston working hard. That's good strength from Nat Eggleston. Just a little too slow to pull the trigger was Nabit. Now Futbolist may have a second opportunity. Good goalkeeping from Canning off his line. It's a line drive kick from Canning, and it will find Colvin on the far touch. Colvin able to keep possession. A lot of space here. Peters to Gallagher. And Jelani Peters has been instrumental today in this attacking midfield role. Once again, he'll help get this ball across. Looks like this one has gone over the touch. Excuse me, no, it bounced up into the hand of Harper. Zafraoui just hook and laddering this one up slowly with his back line. Mulligan brothers, who, despite playing in opposite sides of the formation, one in the center back role, one in the forward role, have had a lot of opportunity to connect. Meath up. Now Nebu Dawit Mulligan. Maybe it back over to Zafraoui. Zafraoui will serve. Canning off his line. That's a good collection from John Canning. Well off his line. Had it read the whole time. And now Oranje can take their time in possession. Futbolist pressure collapsing in on this Oranje possession. Good pressure from Futbolist, but Oranje, to their credit, have not been deterred. Lesser teams would have just sent this one away. Perlis over the top now. Have they opened up the space for Colvin? Flag stays down. Jeremy Colvin to the end line. Needs support. He'll take the shot. Ilias Benjalou always favored from that narrow angle, but still a good save. Sent down the line. Nebu Mulligan now will slow things down. Good job. Trying to figure out the best way through this mass of Oranje bodies. Bedoya into Johannes. And now the service, Canning off the line, and this is going to go in, but the offside flag goes, won't count. And that is a huge sigh of relief for Oranje. Set piece coming out. Here's a look back on the service. Canning didn't quite get it right that time. And we are back underway. Colvin in the midfield. He's been instrumental holding up play for Oranje. Eggleston. And it is going to be a handball now. Referees don't like that. And Eggleston taking the rules into his own hands. He called his own foul, but got to wait for the referee. And now, whether you like it or not, Oranje are on the back foot. That was El Rag with the disallowed goal a moment ago, excuse me. Nebu Maleligan drawing the save from Canning. Corner kick to come. And this was closer than you may have at first thought. Deep strike, but it had some venom to it. Take a look at the left-footed hit from Nebu Maleligan. Canning opted for safety first. Here's a second look from Canning's perspective. Safraoui will serve. Safraoui lofted across. Canning got a punch to it. Only partially cleared. Colvin asking for the foul, not getting it. And he's still down. That's not good for Oranje. There's a big tackle from Perlis. Colvin's still down. Neither team has kicked this one out. Maleligan will look down the line. El Rag going to work. Looks like Colvin has found his feet down the line. Here's Jeremy Colvin. And that is going to be a late challenge. Colvin will feel hard done. And it's going to go to the Futbolist player, if I'm not mistaken, Matthew Paul. There's a look back. Very late high challenge from Paul right after Colvin got back to his feet from an unrelated incident. That's a storyline to pay attention to. Here's Feeney on the set piece at midfield. Big switch, fall. He'll get it off his feet. And now Gallagher going to work. Can he get there? Yes, he can. Brett Gallagher with the early service. Backside, no recipients to be found. And Paul is there all by himself. Just about able to deal with the threat. Good composure from Nat Eggleston. Perlis going to work. He's got blue shirts around him. Look at that slaloming run. Colossal footwork. Now Jelani Peters. Ball Peters. In the end, Matthew Paul does enough. That was Bedoya with the physical challenge to marshal off Jelani Peters. Looked like Peters was going to the back of the net. Good communication from Ilias and Bedoya. And the set piece in the end is won for the benefit of Futbolist. Smith up. And Maleligan to a Maleligan once again. Nabit has opened up space in the middle. Good composure there. Canning able to communicate and get this one. It's an early service. looking for Colvin. Another big challenge. There's Bedoya. From distance, Levi Mulligan. Well, he had the confidence, but didn't quite have the direction. Let's look at the earlier moment on the far side. Great defending from Bedoya to keep this one outside of the range of Jelani Peters and draw the foul. And now look back at the most recent attack, the deep strike. Well wide of goal from Mulligan. Los Toros and Chaskis tied in the other match. Canning again, not able to get the height. Gets some help from Feeney. But in the end, Futbolists are in possession. There's a foul. In the midfield, Eggleston the guilty party. This is a poor, no, excuse me. It's well connected on the far side. Nabit, space closed down for him. And what a run here from Harper. He's got help to his left. Harper on the outside of the 18. He'll take it on. What a save from Ilias Vangelou. And now Oranje have a corner kick of their own. This is a huge run from Harper. Just fingertips. The only thing keeping Oranje off the board. Michael Feeney with the service. And here's the look. It's lofted high, well up and over everyone. Levi Mulligan with the clearance, and looks like he has found a perfect pocket for El Rag to run into. El Rag working against Fall. Fall rounded. What a challenge from Jelani Peters. Had to get ball there. And did well to cover up for his teammate. It's a throw over on the near side. That's a big, heavy challenge. It's going to be a throw all the way in the corner. Out sent top of the 18. So Verui will find a way into the 18. Fall rose well. Shouts for handball. Not going to be given. Hands were down. And I think that's an example of not every time the ball makes contact with the hand, it's a handball. Canning off the line. Had to make an intervention there. I think he got a touch. All the way back to Ilias Vangelou. Both goalkeepers have been called on. Let me come down to who is the better goalkeeper. Some big saves. Canning has had to be aggressive coming off his line. You just feel like one of these times he could get caught out, as good as he's been. So Rowie, early service, but must be dealt with at Gallagher and Fall. There's Nebu Mulligan Over to his brother, Levi Maleligan. Mithop back. There's a big service. Canning will come and collect just ahead of El Rag. It's good goalkeeping on the back foot. And a booming ball. Colvin just making life a little bit uncomfortable for this back line. Futbolists still looking for their first. 40th minute. Certainly have had their chances. You'd think this match would favor them as it goes on. Oranje, just 10 players, no subs. There's Nebu Maleligan riding the challenge. She's got help down the line. Safraoui right back. Oh, it was a perfect pass. Mulligan, I'm not sure if he was expecting it. Colvin back in support. And the clearance only as far as the touch line. Levi Maleligan from distance. And once again, well saved by Canning. Oranje seemed comfortable playing from their own area. And that's important on a day where they don't want to spend too much time chasing the ball around. Ball back to Canning. Canning did well enough to round one player, but once again, not enough elevation with the clearance. Peters is there to help out. Jelani Peters still going. He's got it off his foot. Colvin, look at him go. He'll catch up to this. It's an early strike, but Ilias well positioned. Well, I think Colvin was just about out of gas, and he thought, why not? I'm all by myself. Let's try to catch the goalkeeper with an early hit. Futbolist now. They're just about given the first 2/3 of the field, but it's that final third they've had a really hard time breaking down. Oranje stacking everybody in. Bedoya to the near side. Safraoui on the ground. Nebu Maleligan unable to keep it. That's a massive intervention from Jelani Peters. And once again, Colvin. He has been exceptional today. Good look down the line. Jelani Peters in search of Jeremy Colvin, but Bedoya was there. Colvin. Well, he got the touch, but never a chance that any of his teammates were going to get to this one. No subs yet for either side. Oranje, they can't make any subs. Futbolists, I think it looks like they're going to go all the way into the half. Maybe they're just going to have their players play half the game and then the next unit come in and make the switch. Maleligan to Nebu. This is Safraoui. Plenty of time. Last couple times we've had this opportunity. Levi Maleligan his shot. This time he likes to pass. Henry Mithop from distance. Now Safraoui. There's a big intervention from Eggleston. Perlis collecting the pieces. Here's Colvin Lovely connection play here in the midfield for Oranje. Feeney able to use his vision, and this is a huge run down the line. Reuben Harper still going. Harper into the box. Can he get it off his feet? Harper on the end line. And there it is. Reuben Harper does it all by himself. What a finish here at the death of the half in the 45th minute. Harper denied initially, picked up his own rebound, and now Futbolist have fallen to the deficit. It's a massive run on a day where Oranje need all the fortune they can find. With 10 men, they have found a goal. Here's a look back on the replay. Good strength. Got around Matthew Paul. Oh, I stand corrected. It wasn't a save. That was some nifty footwork. I stand corrected, Mr. Harper. That was delightful footwork once again for the people in the back. Sat down the goalkeeper. And then Reuben Harper, left-footed strike into the open net. And couldn't have come at a better time. Now we're into stoppage time for this first half. You can expect Oranje to continue to sit deep. Futbolist, they have to take more chances. Here's Colvin. He's kept Futbolist honest, stretching the field when needed. Over to the goal scorer, Reuben Harper. Here's Feeney, I believe had the assist, and that is going to do it for the first half. Oranje take the lead 1-0 off the goal from Reuben Harper. One more look back on the replay. 45 minutes for Futbolists to try to find the last word. 45 minutes for Oranje to defend their lead. Big thanks to our partner, Los Toros Community Projects, for making this broadcast possible. Please take the time to listen to a brief word from our partner, Los Toros Community Projects, and we'd love to have you get involved. Los Toros, more than just a club. We'll take our break for halftime. We'll be back for the second half. Stay tuned for a word from the sponsors. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Media has been honored to cover Los Toros football, but their work between the whistles only tells half the story. Beyond the game, Los Toros is building stronger communities here at home and around the world. Together with the Luke Messick football charities, Los Toros proudly supports the All Orphans Football Foundation in Libourne, Accra, Ghana, providing football equipment, clothing, meals, medical care, and hope for more than 100 children. Because every child deserves the opportunity to play, to grow, and to dream. Joseph Luke Messick, age 22, died unexpectedly on Monday, May 17th, 2021, while traveling to play the game he loved. When Luke played, he left everything on the field. He loved the game, he loved people, and he cared for others. When he heard that a team of orphans in Ghana had no supplies, he organized drives to provide equipment and supplies. Luke knew the joy of helping others, and he gave full out, sometimes when no one was watching, sometimes when he could encourage others to be part of the mission. The same spirit of service continues here in Northern Virginia for year-round community outreach. Together, we can continue creating opportunities through the beautiful game. To learn more about these initiatives, visit the link in this broadcast description. Thank you for helping to make a difference, and enjoy the broadcast. DMV Sports Media has been honored to cover Los Toros football, but their work between the whistles only tells half the story. Beyond the game, Los Toros is building stronger communities here at home and around the world. Together with the Luke Messick football charities, Los Toros proudly supports the All Orphans Football Foundation in Libourne, Accra, Ghana, providing football equipment, clothing, meals, medical care, and hope for more than 100 children. Because every child deserves the opportunity to play, to grow, and to dream. Joseph Luke Messick, age 22, died unexpectedly on Monday, May 17th, 2021, while traveling to play the game he loved. When Luke played, he left everything on the field. He loved the game, he loved people, and he cared for others. When he heard that a team of orphans in Ghana had no supplies, he organized drives to provide equipment and supplies. Luke knew the joy of helping others, and he gave full out, sometimes when no one was watching, sometimes when he could encourage others to be part of the mission. The same spirit of service continues here in Northern Virginia through year-round community outreach. Together, we can continue creating opportunities through the beautiful game. To learn more about these initiatives, visit the link in this broadcast description. Thank you for helping to make a difference, and enjoy the broadcast. DMV Sports Media has been honored to cover Los Toros football, but their work between the whistles only tells half the story. Beyond the game, Los Toros is building stronger communities here at home and around the world. Together with the Luke Messick football charities, Los Toros proudly supports the All Orphans Football Foundation in Libourne, Accra, Ghana, providing football, equipment, clothing, meals, medical care, and hope for more than 100 children. Because every child deserves the opportunity to play, to grow, and to dream. Joseph Luke Messick, age 22, died unexpectedly on Monday, May 17th, 2021, while traveling to play the game he loved. When Luke played, he left everything on the field. He loved the game, he loved people, and he cared for others. When he heard that a team of orphans in Ghana had no supplies, he organized drives to provide equipment and supplies. Luke knew the joy of helping others, and he gave full out, sometimes when no one was watching, sometimes when he could encourage others to be part of the mission. The same spirit of service continues here in Northern Virginia through year-round community outreach. Together, we can continue creating opportunities through the beautiful game. To learn more about these initiatives, visit the link in this broadcast description. Thank you for helping to make a difference, and enjoy the broadcast. DMV Sports Media has been honored to cover Los Toros football, but their work between the whistles only tells half the story. Beyond the game, Los Toros is building stronger communities here at home and around the world. Together with the Luke Messick football charities, Los Toros proudly supports the All Orphans Football Foundation in Libourne, Accra, Ghana, providing football, equipment, clothing, meals, medical care, and hope for more than 100 children. Because every child deserves the opportunity to play, to grow, and to dream. Joseph Luke Messick, age 22, died unexpectedly on Monday, May 17th, 2021, while traveling to play the game he loved. When Luke played, he left everything on the field. He loved the game, he loved people, and he cared for others. When he heard that a team of orphans in Ghana had no supplies, he organized drives to provide equipment and supplies. Luke knew the joy of helping others, and he gave full out, sometimes when no one was watching, sometimes when he could encourage others to be part of the mission. The same spirit of service continues here in Northern Virginia through year-round community outreach. Together, we can continue creating opportunities through the beautiful game. To learn more about these initiatives, visit the link in this broadcast description. Thank you for helping to make a difference, and enjoy the broadcast. DMV Sports Media has been honored to cover Los Toros football, but their work between the whistles only tells half the story. Beyond the game, Los Toros is building stronger communities here at home and around the world. Together with the Luke Messick football charities, Los Toros proudly supports the All Orphans Football Foundation in Libourne, Accra, Ghana, providing football, equipment, clothing, meals, medical care, and hope for more than 100 children. Because every child deserves the opportunity to play, to grow, and to dream. Joseph Luke Messick, age 22, died unexpectedly on Monday, May 17th, 2021, while traveling to play the game he loved. When Luke played, he left everything on the field. He loved the game, he loved people, and he cared for others. When he heard that a team of orphans in Ghana had no supplies, he organized drives to provide equipment and supplies. Luke knew the joy of helping others, and he gave full out, sometimes when no one was watching, sometimes when he could encourage others to be part of the mission. The same spirit of service continues here in Northern Virginia through year-round community outreach. Together, we can continue creating opportunities through the beautiful game. To learn more about these initiatives, visit the link in this broadcast description. Thank you for helping to make a difference, and enjoy the broadcast.
We're back underway here, second half of the DMV Summer Copa group stage match here. Futbolist FC and Oranje. Oranje found the back of the net at the tail end of the first half by way of Ruben Harper. Tremendous solo effort, somewhat against the run of play, to give his team a lead to defend. Big ball down the line. And the offside flag has gone. It was Jeffrey who made that run. A whole new cast of characters have come on for Futbolist. We'll introduce them as we see them. It's a set piece for Oranje and Perlis, who's going to send everyone forward. Perlis's ball in the direction of Colvin, who has been excellent today in providing the width for Oranje. Looks like Feeney will stand over the top. Levi Mulligan, the guilty party that time. And now Feeney, an opportunity from about 40 yards to send his teammates into the box. Oranje just playing with 10 men, no subs. Able to find the back of the net. It's Eggleston, the recipient. Second ball falls for Jelani Peters. Peters back to Eggleston, and now Colvin. Good look from Colvin. Follow up over to Feeney. Harper looking for his second. Instead, will go back. And that's well defended by Jeffrey on the near side. Plenty of time and space. It's right back to the feet of Jeffrey. Now Von Wolfgang. Look at the skill from Von Wolfgang. He's all the way to the end line. Square ball must find the back of the net. Goalkeeper goes down, but it's blocked in front. Back to Jeffrey once again. And now the service. Canning off his line. Not going to get there. Nebu Mulligan. Can he pull the trigger? No. It's well tackled by Gallagher. Second effort is saved. And on the second bounce, caught by Canning. Uncomfortable spell of pressure for Oranje, but they have weathered the storm for now. Big ball up the field from Canning. Colvin all alone. Did great work. So Frowie made the challenge, but Colvin got the final word, able to drop back and continue to help. Here's Bedoya over to Mulligan. Saw Von Wolfgang making that overlapping run on the near side. We'll see if he gets the receipt this time. No. Good turn again from Harper. Still in possession. He'll use his wherewithal to get out of trouble. That's a great turn upfield from Jelani Peters. Peters taken down by Levi Mulligan. Slaloming run, late challenge, set piece for Oranje. Looks like very late challenge, Levi Mulligan. Fortunate to not go into the book. And now it's a set piece for Feeney and Oranje. Unsurprisingly, Oranje will keep this on the ground. Here's Feeney. Looks like there was another foul. Feeney down. Yep, certainly a late push on the replay. We let Agadu, guilty party, and Feeney will serve it. Top of the 18, Colvin's by himself. Did he get ahead to this? He did. Incredible ingenuity from Colvin to somehow find his way onto the end of this ball. Just wide of the target. Elias Enulu will send us underway. Elias Lagibi. Back to Malel again. On Wolfgang. He's been all over the pitch. Trying to will his team back onto the front foot. Right now, Oranje holding the lead. A solo effort from Ruben Harper at the very end of that first half. And it is going to be another throw for Futbolist. There's Jeffrey van Wolfgang. Threading the needle. Lagibi. Asking the question. Thank you, Randomossi. Appreciate you. Yeah. Anyone who wants to get involved in the community initiatives, hold that thought. Von Wolfgang from distance. Feeney blocked it well. Feel free to check out the link in the video description. We've got paths to help support Los Toros community programs initiatives in Ghana, as well as helping out Sudanese refugees in Egypt and here in the local Northern Virginia communities. The link posted is to help out the Ghana project, but we got more coming. DMV Sports Media, we're hopeful to get involved in more community projects worth the while. If you know of anything, feel free to let us know. We weren't catching the ad space that we were looking for, so I think it could be even more rewarding to go for projects we can spread the word for. Here is Jerry Van Wolfgang rounding his man, shot taken up and over, and just a goal kick to come. But that's the ingenuity that Futbolists are looking for. Canning to send this one upfield. Second ball well taken by Eggleston. There's a big ball. Colvin, he's onside. Goalkeeper stays on the line. Colvin still going. Can he put it in? It's saved on the line. And now it is going to be a corner kick. Heroic defending. Colvin just put off enough, I think, by the goalkeeper. And that is massive from Bedoya. His teammates saying you got to go down there. A lot of integrity from Colvin to keep his footing. Find a way around the goalkeeper, but that gave Bedoya enough time to get back, so Huge sigh of relief from Futbolist. Now a set piece for Feeney and Oranje. The service is a good whipped ball in front of goal. How has that not gone in? Futbolist off the line. Feeney with the second look. And this time he'll go back to retain possession. Omar Fall right back to Feeney. Just outside the range of Eggleston. The counterattack could be on. It's Nebu Maleligan who will open up the field. And what can Maleligan find? Overlapping run now from Jeffrey. All the way to the end line. He will keep it alive. And back to Nebu Dawit. What a save from Canning. Second bite of the apple now. And another save from Canning, who has done a terrific job stepping up in goal today. There's another look back. First shot from Jerry von Wolfgang. Second sent across. Can't see who that was, but we're back underway. Well, again, just up and over. And Oranje able to withstand that sequence. Goal kick is the only result. There's a big ball up from Canning. Lagibi was there. And what a challenge. Perlis getting stuck in. He'll look once again for Jeremy Colvin. Levi Maleligan is there to slow things down. Jerry von Wolfgang instrumental in getting this attack going. Once again, he'll take his spot on the ball. Futbolist looking to connect just outside the 18. No final connection found. And they will reset it back to Nebu Maleligan. There's Jeffrey. Now von Wolfgang. Still going. And Jeffrey will send it in. Shot taken up and over. And you got to say, Futbolists have looked poised to make an impact. Big ball upfield. Second ball falls for Jerry von Wolfgang. Wolfgang has got the return pass down the line. Isaac with the shot. Too much height in front of goal for Oranje, and Eggleston able to make the partial clearance. Here's Levi Maleligan. Jeffrey Offenheimer. And there is going to be another foul. It was Elat Elu. Got a little too eager in pursuit of this ball. There's Perlis upfield, always looking for Jeremy Colvin. Jeffrey did well enough to keep this one alive. Game of Rondo, which Feeney has taken himself out of. No reason to pursue the ball all the way up the field. Now Futbolist will take advantage on the far side. There's an overlapping run. It's a big ball across. And just about kept alive by von Wolfgang. Here's Nebu Maleligan. He's got it right back to von Wolfgang. Partial clearance. Here's Jeffrey. Gibi out to the width. And there's just not a lot of easy options. Bedoya will look for the early ball. Canning off his line. Only a partial clearance. Open goal, and there's the finish. It's Ayalu with the finish. Oranje conceding. We talked about this in the first half. Canning has been so aggressive off his line. You just feel like it's going to come back to bite him. But Eilat Ayalu take nothing away. Composure to beat the two defenders on the line, and Futbolist have found the response here in the 60th minute. Eilat Ayalu. There's Daniel Perlis. Just behind his mark. And Van Wolfgang trying to capitalize on the momentum. Maliligan found his man. Gibi has been good since coming on. He's got two players outside. The overlapping run is there. Instead, Futbolist is going to take more patience with this. Top of the 18, bounced back. Here's Van Wolfgang. Able to will his way out of trouble. Jeffrey. Steaming cross all the way to the opposite man. Omar Fall. There at the near post. Second challenge made by Gallagher. Finally, Feeney out of trouble. There's no recipient, but Feeney able to just get a little breathing room for Oranje. There's Lagibi with an early service. It's touched down. A fall to Feeney. Can he get out of trouble? Yes, he can. This is hotly pursued. Gallagher down the line. Colvin will run for it. Bedoya is there. Got to be careful. And Bedoya does so well this time to keep this one out of the range of Colvin. There's a big ball down to Eilat Ayalu, who is going to be in an offside position. He's got one goal to his name, in search of a second. Now Oranje will play forward. Jelani Peters didn't like what he had forward. Oranje will look big. Levi Maleligan is there. It's flicked once again by Jerry Van Wolfgang, but no recipients on the end. Canning just wanted to get that away. Lovely flick on. And will demand the best from this back line, but Levi Maleligan and Bedoya on the same page, and that took all the juice out of this Oranje pressure. Big ball across. Lagibi able to pick out a perfect pass. Jeffrey on the end line. In the end, Aaron Stone, strong as a stone, throw to come. Looks like Henry Mithrap has come back on for the second half. Jeffrey across. Ayalu to the end line. It's a cross, but only an orange shirt on the end. Second ball sent away by Jelani Peters. Bedoya keeping it going. There's tons of space to work with on that far side. Safraoui unable to get past his man. In the other match, Chaskis have gone ahead. They certainly are putting on a big performance today. There's Levi Malal again. Space. Closes down very quickly. Jerry Von Wolfgang got the shot off. Didn't have a ton of pace. Almost gave Canning some trouble. I do believe not only do Oranje have the 10 players, but they've got a field player in goal. But Canning has done well. Athletes find a way to play whatever position they're given, and that's certainly been true today. It's an early ball in, but the second ball may give Oranje problems. Here's Jeffrey. There's Von Wolfgang. Conductor of this orchestra. What can he find? Space is there, out wide. Here's the service. Oh, and there's the goal. Terrific turn and finish by Elias Lagibi. Look at that turn. Lagibi going over to thank Von Wolfgang. And now Futbolist back on top. A terrific second half for the boys in blue. Oranje, we discussed their lack of subs and how that may come back to bite them, playing with just 10 men and no reinforcements. Take nothing away. This is a tremendous finish from Elias Lagibi to turn this ball all the way across and beat Canning at his back post. Nothing he could do. There's Eggleston to Colvin. Almost snuck this one through for Jelani Peters. Von Wolfgang will send one over the top. And now it's Ayala Ailu. Already has one to his name. This time he'll slow it up. Futbolist still hungry for more. Here comes Jerry Von Wolfgang. Got it off his feet at the last moment. Nabet will return it to Jeffrey. Henry Mithrop got ahead to it. No direction on the end. Now a throw for Futbolist. I think they would have preferred to see that just bounce off for a throw of their own, but Futbolist will maintain their possession. Von Wolfgang. Elias Lagibi. There's Nabet. Good ball in. And the second effort from Futbolist, it finds its way in, and again, a perfect connection. Elias Lagibi has Orange's number right now. This is a perfect service, a great finish. Elias Lagibi, it doesn't get any simpler than that. A finish right in front of goal. Who put this service up? Because that is terrific. been, I believe that's Safrawi. Put that inch perfect over Perlis in an area where Elias Lagibi just could not score. One more time as Futbolist will make a sub. There's Henry Mithrop. Out to Ailu. Mithrop. Big shot. No direction. Goal kick to follow. Big ball flicked on by Feeney. Oranje, they're not done fighting yet. Difficult position to be in, but one goal changes everything. Next goal, I think, will be huge. Futbolists get it. I don't see any way back in. If Oranje turn the tide, though, with a goal, you start to feel they could capitalize some momentum. Here's Nabet over to the far side. Somehow that seeking ball does find Van Wolfgang. It's a deep strike. No connection. And now Oranje are out. Here's Colvin. He's provided the verticality for Oranje, but this time unable to hang on. It's stepped forward by Perlis, who did well just to keep this in. Big lofted ball, taken well by, nope, not taken well. Jeffrey, not the touch he was looking for. Looks like it's going to be sent back in as a set piece for Oranje. Down the line. Here comes Perlis. Dispossessed. Feeney has to get this away quickly, and he does so. There's still a man slow to his feet, and it's Nabet back up. Work from Feeney. Stone will send it back into the direction of Nat Eggleston. Looks like Carter Berg has found a goal for Los Toros over in the other match. 3-2, so they scored another prior to that. Los Toros back on top again against Chaskis. Back to this match. Twice goal scorer Elias Lagibi switching the point of attack. Now Futbolist looking for the seams. Big ball into the corner. And that is going to be a goal kick to come. Heroic effort on the end of it. Not sure who that is, but believe it might be Ahmed Al-Matoui. In any case, Oranje working to play out. This is going to be a dangerous moment. Canning calm on the spot, but in the end, it travels over the touch. Deep strike from Levi Maleligan, but up and over. Huge comeback in that other match. Was Toros on top. And this one, Futbolist in a comfortable position, 3-1, 2 second half goals from Elias Lagibi and finish from Ailu. I've given them 3. They respond to Orange's single first half goal. Here's Jeffrey down the line. He will get to the end line and win the corner kick off Perlis. There's the service. Futbolists have been so dangerous on these aerial balls. This one doesn't quite connect. Touchdown, top of the 18, stinging shot just wide. But Futbolists certainly coming into this match. That was lovely connection to get them in this spot. Chested down. Oh, that's a poor turnover in the back from Stone, and there's the finish. Top bins from Adam Nabet. Adding a 4th, that might be the nail in the coffin. Costly turnover, but perfect finish from Nabet. You just can't get it any better than that. Let's take another look back on the replay. It was ugly how it was turned over, but beautiful how it found its way into the net. Not a thing Cannon can do. A cannon from point blank. 4-1 is your score here from Langley High School. Adam Nabet, your goal scorer, and there's a player down for Oranje. Things going from bad to worse for them here in the 78th minute. Orange back underway. Here's an early strike from Colvin. Idea was nice, but the result not the way that Orange drew it up. There's about 10 minutes and change to play. Orange very much looking like a defeated side here in this tournament. Futbolist on the ascension. Levi Mulligan. So brace today for Elias Lagibi. Off his feet. Here comes Nabit into trouble. And Canning will send it away. Good turn from Colvin. He goes down. That's good, strong challenge. And now we'll look at the footwork from Levi Mulligan. Futbolist, to his credit, chasing like a mad dog despite playing the full match. Just 10 men. You got to imagine Oranje feeling the legs now. Futbolist still going. Here is a lovely turn in the corner. So Lyman looking for a connection, but Canning was well off his line. Good turn from Henry Mithrop. Von Wolfgang sits down the man. What a save from Canning. Stinging shot from Jerry Von Wolfgang. And that will keep the status quo, but this was terrific work from Jerry Von Wolfgang, sitting down the defender, stinging the palms of Canning. Canning getting the help from his back line. Will be I believe a corner. I believe it's a throw. That was wrong. I had no idea where that ball went. Nabit down the line, looking for the return pass. Somehow Perlis has come out on top. No recipients upfield, and Levi Mulligan will keep it in Oranje territory. Good turn. Jeffrey. Rag back to Jeffrey. Another good turn from Von Wolfgang. He's been so influential, even though he hasn't found a goal just yet of his own. Has been involved a whole lot this second half. Big ball upfield. Colvin will take it down, waiting for support. Didn't quite get it. Here's the square. It's taken down initially. Colvin going to work. Can he get it back outside? No, it's cut out by Elias Lagibi. Rag on the top of the 18. Early service cut out well at the back by Stone. And there it is from an impossible angle. Rag will net this one. Well, let's take a look back. This one, I don't know how El Rag found this angle. Upper bins, 5-1 your score. Oranje exhausted, but to be fair to Futbolist, that's not their problem. They came to play 90 minutes, and 90 minutes they will play. Gotta come prepared to these things. Respect the sporting integrity. Here is a ball out wide for Jelani Peters. Overlapping run is there. Here comes Colvin. Can he get it? Yes, he can. Oranje still have some skill. Very tired legs, but we saw what they're capable of in that first half. Peters lost his footing that time. And here's a big ball through. Will it travel all the way to Nabet? No. Canning is there. Foul going against Oranje and Colvin. We're back underway. Quickly taking kick. That's a good win from Stone. Excuse me, that's Harper. The lone goal scorer today for Oranje, who has won a throw for his troubles right at midfield. He'll send it in the direction of Colvin. And now Feeney. Melanie Peters. He's still got some legs. It's down the line for Gallagher. Now Jelani Peters. If he could find a window at goal, this could get interesting. Score probably a last of the concerns, but Orange just playing for pride now. This is well blocked, and Stone will look upfield with Harper as the recipient. Clever from Harper. Now Feeney. Good little turn now. Goalkeeper coming, but in the end, Bedoya had it under control. Elias Lagibi still looking for his hat trick. Instead, we'll send a big ball for Jeffrey. Return and canning off his line ahead of Adam Nabit. Los Toros up to 4-2. Can't remember if I said that, but they have righted the ship despite a slow start against Chaskias. Oh, great service. Here comes Colvin. Thought about going between the wickets, but in the end, Elias Menjalou got down well and made the save. Nabit. And that is going to be your final whistle. Futbolist 5, Oranje 1. Lone goal for Harper at the tail end of the first half for Oranje was their lone score of the day for Futbolist. 2 goals for Elias Lagibi. 1 for Ayalu. Goal for El Rag. Let's see, 2 for Lagibi, 1 for El Rag, 1 for Ayalu. Who am I missing? Well, in any case, thanks for joining us here on DMV Sports Media, live on YouTube. Oranje officially eliminated from the Summer Copa. Futbolist on the rise. Looks like Los Toros have made a fine account of themselves, so they will pick up the 3 points. Chaskias already on 3, so that'll be a huge match next week between Futbolist FC and Los Toros. Chaskias and Oranje will face off in what could be a foregone conclusion depending on how Oranje. No, excuse me. They've already faced off, so Oranje and Cheskis will rest. Thanks for joining us here on DMV Sports Media live on YouTube. We look forward to getting you back this coming Sunday for Los Toros and Futbolist. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. We look forward to having more coverage of the Summer Copa and UPSL action not far away. August 15th and 16th will be the start of the UPSL campaign for those competing. We'll have new teams in the stable. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, DMV Sports Media, as well as Southeast Media Inc. as we expand. And, of course, we'll check for extended highlights on the YouTube channel, DMV Sports Media. I'm Noah Walker, bidding you a good night. Take care, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in.